Hey everyone, Chris Patterson here. Haven't been on YouTube for a while, but figured it's time to get started again. This first video is going to be a little longer, but one of the things that I decided to do was I'm going to create shorter videos. I don't know if you're like me, but I see these videos on YouTube that are really interesting to me and that I want to watch, but then they're like 10 or 15 minutes long. I just don't have that much time. If I'm going in between classes, I got about 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Like I said, this video might be a little longer, but here you go. So I took a little bit of a hiatus from YouTube and making videos, videos to help other writers and other authors. But I also took a hiatus from writing. And part of that was because we're right in the middle of wrestling season. For those of you who don't know, I'm a wrestling coach and a high school teacher. Now wrestling season is over. It's springtime and it's time to get back into writing. And so how do we go from taking a break from something and then jumping back in? Oftentimes we're super motivated, even though there's a weird part of us that isn't. We know that we got to get back to work. And so here are my 3 tips on getting restarted when it comes to your writing and producing the content that you want to produce. And by the way, I think this applies to a lot of things. I know with me, I also took some time off from working out, and so I'm applying these principles to training and working out consistently as well. So my first rule, my first tip on getting back into your writing game is go slow. Right? I think one of the things that happens when we've taken some time off from anything and we get back into it, we're super excited, we're super motivated, we jump all in and we burn ourselves out. Okay. So for me, I know that, I've been taking baby steps in terms of my writing, giving myself anywhere between 30 minutes to about an hour a day. That's not always at the same time. I just kind of give myself that goal of writing, and starting slow. Once the summer hits, my plan is to write from anywhere between 5 to 8 hours a day. But right now I need to start slow, and I need to make sure that I give myself time to get acclimated back into the rhythm of writing on a consistent basis. Okay, that brings us to tip number 2, and tip number 2 is set goals for yourself. There's been moments in my life where I've done a really good job of this, and there's been moments in my life where I've done a really terrible job of this. And I plan on creating a bunch of different videos on creating goals and how I create goals. And when I either coach students or coach athletes, how do I give them goal setting tools? And I've applied it to my writing, and I think that the steps that, and I didn't create this. I took what someone else did and kind of retooled it for our purposes. But you have to set goals for yourself. I think you need to set daily goals. So again, I'm going to write for 15 minutes a day. I'm going to write for 30 minutes a day. Set a timer, time yourself. I think we need to set weekly goals, right? I want to get this many words in a week, and understand that you're not always going to meet that goal, and that's okay. And then we also want to set long-term goals, right? I mean, how many books do you want to produce this year? How much weight do you want to lose? I want to take that class and learn more about XYZ. So that's really, really important too. So step number 1 is start slow, right? Don't burn yourself out. Step number 2 is set goals. And step number 3 is be consistent. Now, I say be consistent, and when I at one time told someone, I want you to be semi-consistent, and I think that was the wrong message. I think they understood what I was saying, but we have to give ourselves grace when we're first starting out, again, from taking a hiatus from anything. I want to be consistent. I want to write every single day. I used the term semi-consistent simply because I wanted to give that particular person who I was coaching the opportunity to say, you know what, I've been writing consistently for 6 days, and I've got a lot going on. It's a Sunday. I got to go to church. I got some family stuff I got to do. I got to do the shopping. Today, I'm just not going to have time to sit down and write. right? I mean, unless you are a full-time writer, in which case you can be much more consistent. I don't want to give people an out, right? When I use the term semi-consistent, I know some people are going to be like, well, if I miss a day here or there, it's not a big deal. And then what happens is we miss another day, and then we miss another day, and then we miss another day, and we miss another day, and then all of a sudden we're back to taking this break from doing something that we love and want to do, and then we're starting all over again, right? So be consistent. And all of these things tie together, right? Start slow, set a goal. I'm going to write 15 minutes a day, and I'm going to write 15 minutes every single day, right? And again, not to beat a dead horse, but I think, if you take one day a week where, you take it off. I mean, I believe everyone needs a break from anything. Maybe that's a Sunday or a Saturday or Friday. I'm going to take that day off. That's fine. But again, remember, be consistent with that day. Okay. So if you've taken some time off from really anything, working out, studying, school, writing, obviously these are more geared towards writing. I hope these 3 tips help you. Again, let me just recap them. That's start slow. Don't burn yourself out. Give yourself some time and grace. Set goals, daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, long-term goals. And then thirdly is be consistent with your writing, okay? And I believe that if you follow these 3 tips, very quickly you will find yourself writing more often, writing more consistently, and writing better, because everyone knows that practice produces. I hate using the word perfect, but practice produces, right? The more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. And that's true with anything, including writing, okay? So thanks, everyone. Again, I hope this helps, and stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to be way more consistent with producing videos, maybe not on a daily basis, but definitely on a weekly basis. And these are going to be videos on tips when it comes to writing. I'm certainly not a USA best-selling author, but I've been, decently successful with my writing, and some of these tips that I've given some other writers seems to help them as well. So I just want to pass along the love and pass along that knowledge. And again, I think a lot of these principles and a lot of these tips that I'm going to be giving for writing, they can apply to a lot of different areas of your life, whether it's fitness or education or family or whatever. So regardless of how you apply my tips, I hope they help. And until next time, happy reading, stay consistent, keep writing. Much love, and I'll see you guys later.